I just finished The Boys on Amazon Prime, and I'm gonna tell you, I think it's one of the reasons why Amazon's content, I think, original content, is generally actually better than Netflix's original content en masse. I think that I've preferred more non-Marvel related shows. If you take out the Marvel Netflix shows, I don't really love a lot of Netflix original TV shows. Amazon has like Jack Ryan, which I really liked. American Gods was just weird as hell. And The Boys was actually really, really good. I mean, it was gory, but there were really only 2 or 3 points in it where I was like, this is too much gore for me, and I had to look away. Generally, it wasn't that bad because you sort of suspend your disbelief there for a second because you're like, oh, it's superheroes, really. But it was more when the human characters did things where I was like, oh, wow, that's a bit nasty. But when the superheroes are just killing people, I'm just like, okay, they're superheroes, they have powers like that. So yeah, The Boys on Amazon Prime was actually really damn good. I'm surprised how much I liked it. People said you should probably watch it because they thought I would like it. I mean, they knew that the gore might be a bit too much, but the story I thought was really, really strong. The best comic book show I've watched in quite a while. You know, since Netflix, since Daredevil season 3. The best since then, I think. Maybe, it's tough though, they're very different shows. They're both very tonally different, but there are inherent similarities between the two of them. It's a very cool concept, not something that I've thought of or thought on before. I've never read the comic book series of this TV show now. And it's something that was really, really gripping. It just completely left-turned you. Every other turn was a left turn when it should have been a right in this show. And you weren't really sure most of the time what was going to happen. I'd like to think, as I said before, that I can read shows pretty well and films pretty well in terms of the direction they're going to go. And I could en masse for this. And the story where it was going, I felt that there was a feel to where it was going to go. But the route which they got there in was just, it was out of the park how crazy it was. The performances were really, really good overall. I think that, well, Carl Urban is Carl Urban. He was being a bit of a hard man, you know? He was being a bit like that. Most of the characters, really, really well done. You know, his team, the boys, I like the French, like, Algerian guy, I think. And then Double M also, solid. Well, I think his name was Milkman or something like that. And then Huey as well. I mean, I think it was a really well put together show. Everything about it was good. There was nothing wrong with the show at all. I thought that going into it, this Homelander character would be like a piece of work. But there's depth. They made depth to Superman by turning him evil, obviously, because that's the only way you can give Superman depth, in my opinion. But they did do that. And all the superheroes, very, very weird, very, very unique. And it's not the traditional show for a comic book show. You know, it is probably, all the episodes are probably 15 or 18. There's a lot of graphic shit in this. And they cast really, really well. While I don't know who the characters are, I got a sense of who they were from the way they were being portrayed. And from what was given to us by the actors, they did cast this show really, really, really well. I think the only maybe weak casting... No, none of them. Maeve was a bit shit sometimes. But other than her, and she came into her own at the end a bit. No, I'm going to say they were all very, very well cast. It was very, very well done. And I'm interested to see where season 2 goes. Because it seemed like this was going to be like a one and done type season from the way the show started and the way they set up the last episode. But no, there is indeed just, I guess, spoilers, or maybe not spoilers. There is probably going to be a season 2. I hope that it doesn't take like 2.5 years to make. Because like American Gods, I started watching season 1 of American Gods when season 2 was just about to come out. So basically I watched season 1 and 2 in the space of like 3 months or 4 months together. I don't binge shows very often. I take my time with them. This one, there was like 8 episodes. I watched it in like a week. So some days I watched 2 episodes. Some days I watched no episodes at all. But you know, it's a very, very fun show. I think most people will like it, and I'm glad that it's getting the applause and praise it has done. Because it was relentlessly funny and engaging, and it didn't let you go off track for a second, even though the characters were going off track constantly. So yeah, I think it was actually even better than the trailers. The trailers were fine, they were good, but the show may have been even better than the trailers. So if you haven't watched it, the boys, the lads, check it out. Really, really, really cool stuff. I'll probably rewatch the season because it just really gripped you. I haven't rewatched a TV show. I rewatched Billions actually because I watched season 1, 2, and 3. Season 1, 2, and 3 of Billions. I haven't watched season 4 yet, but I started rewatching season 1 just because I think that is the best show on TV right now. But The Boys wasn't bad at all. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Homelander himself will come after you, alright, man? He's basically Superman, but with a hard-on and evil. Yep, Red Sun Superman, except American. You don't want that. You really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You've been great, I'll see you next time. Skadoosh.